Alright, welcome back to the FOCM Racing channel. Just wanted to first start off by saying thank you to everybody that subscribed to the channel. 57 subscribers in 24 hours, that's just amazing. You guys are all amazing, so appreciate that. We're going to start streaming this Friday. I'll be streaming the Friday Night Beer League, so be on the lookout for that, and then Sunday we'll be doing the Bonfire Premier Cup, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. But my short video, I said I was going to talk a little bit more about the my rig. So let's going to do that now. I'm going to start off with the rig itself. So as I mentioned in the previous video, it's a Gtr Gta Pro. I'm going to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of it, what I like about it, and what I'm not very much of a fan of. But first part of it, solid rig, sturdy, a lot of different adjustability on it. So the tray where the drive is mounted to, where the fan and check drive is mounted to, you can move that in and out. So if you want it closer to you can move it in and out. Then you have the angles along the back, so you can tilt the base. You see all those hole patterns, so you have multiple hole patterns. You can raise it out, lower it down. You can slide it in, so you can slide the whole part section here. So this floor base here is slidable, so you can slide it in and out depending on how tall you are. I'm a short guy, so don't need it that tall, that long apart, so it's pretty close. The seat is a reclinable seat, so you can recline it back, and very comfortable as far as that goes. The shifter, pretty solid, not a whole lot of movement on it where the mounting base is. Now on this rig, I've had this rig for about 3 years, and I've had a G29 on it, which is what I started off with, a CSW, and now the DD1, and didn't have to drill one hole. All the hole patterns that are on there fit all three of those with no problem. Didn't have to drill one hole, so it'll take many different type and styles and brands of bases on there. So overall, I really like the rig from GTR. Going to talk a little bit about the downside to it though. So I've had to add a cushion onto the seat because there's not much cushion on the seat, and 2 hours worth of racing, you're really starting to feel it. So added a lumbar support as well. So the seat is reclinable, and you can adjust the settings so your back is set right. It's pretty cool. The other thing I don't like about it is this material that it's made out of. If you get any sweat on your hands wearing gloves like I do when I race, you can see it starts to take a toll on there. So if I could change anything on this seat, it would be the material that it's made out of. That'll probably be one of my next upgrade. We'll be changing the seat out to maybe something else, another type of reclinable seat. The monitors, the sport monitors, 3 of them are Crua 27-inch curved, and then a 27-inch flat on top. That's an Asus 27-inch monitor up top. The 3 monitors on the bottom are 165 hertz, so it puts out a good picture. You can see quality of the picture is really good. I think I like it. And then the monitor stand is a SimLab monitor stand. I also like it, very adjustable, very different heights. You can close the legs in and out to fit whatever rig you're using. So the legs are adjustable in and out height wise, so it works out pretty well for that. DD1 is one of my favorite bases so far. I really get a good feel for it. It took me a while to get acclimated to it after coming from the CSW, but definitely a nice upgrade for me. And then this NASCAR rim. If you guys are familiar with this rim, these buttons here are usually farther back and harder to get to. And so basically what I did is took one of the holes that's in the wheel and moved it up, and then just put those screws in there so I can move the button and have easy access to them. So I did that to both sides. Worked out really well. Mentioned in my last stream the button box. It's from Simbox. On you can get him on Facebook. He does a great job. I bought a couple of them from him. From when I was running my CSW one, I bought this one so that it mounts to my DD1 base. Now going back to the rig for a minute, one of the other thing I didn't like is they have a keyboard tray that you get with it, and I didn't like the way it curved out. It made it really difficult to get in and out of the rig. So I basically went away from that and went to the next level and bought the tray. Put my keyboard and mouse on there and able to move it and adjust it how I'd like it, and it fits perfect in there. Something I wasn't able to do with the one that came from GTR. So the SimLab monitor stand. So when I bought this rig initially, it came with the triple monitor stand from GTR. I included it in the package, but what I didn't like about it was how far away it was. I could not even get 27 inches away from my seating position. I mean, it was back towards the back of the wall. It was so far away. So had to change that out so I can bring the monitors closer to myself. Going on to the V3 pedals. So V3 pedals came upgraded from the G29 pedals. I have had these for about 2 years now, and I started off with the dampers in it, the little inserts in them. I went with the hard setup, and I know a lot of guys like a short pedal. I just couldn't get comfortable with it, and was really struggling with braking. And so I switched over and went with the soft setup, and it made a big difference for me. I enjoyed it much better. Feel I get a better performance out of it. So basically, you can see in the back here, so went with the soft pedals, and then you got the dial there that you can go ahead and make the adjustments to tighten it up a little bit more. Now one thing you see on here too, get a little bit closer, you can see that I got two dampeners, Fanatec dampers, one here and one on the throttle. So the one on the throttle is great. Gives a little bit of resistance to throttle, helps me with the throttle control. And I've seen a lot of videos out there about people talking about, not really a good thing to put it on the brakes. You don't get really much fuel out of it. And my experience has been they're 100% right. You don't get a lot of fuel out of that. And if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't add it on there. Probably during the off season, I'll take that one off and look and see if anybody else needs it, and see if I can't slow it off. So the butt kicker, which adds vibration to the rig. A lot of people are familiar with it. Most people have theirs mounted to the back of their rig, and at one time, underneath the seat or to the side, I had mine mounted to the side at one time, and I got the sensation, right there in the rear end section, which was all right, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like I was getting all the vibration I wanted, and so I moved it to the pedal and the pedal stand and mounted it to the pedal plate, as you can see there. And again, didn't have to drill any holes, all the holes were already there, but I mounted it to the pedal plate and used SimHub, and got the frequencies changed. So I get one type of vibration for anything the rear tires are doing, and then I get a different type of vibration for what the front tires are doing. So different frequency for the front tires if they're sliding, or the rear if the rear tires are starting to break loose. Then I put the adjuster right here, so I can easily adjust it while I'm driving. If I want more volume, more kick out of it or less kick out of it, I can control it by that remote there. NASCAR rim, big upgrade for me as far as coming from the GT29. Big Fanatec fan, so pretty much everything I got is Fanatec. So I know there's going to be somebody that talks about this. I hear it a lot on streams and stuff, and that's cable management. I know. I got work to do, so I'll work on that. But yeah, that's my rig. Got a couple of fans laid out because as you guys know, in sim racing, you can definitely get hot, especially with the PC running. PC's right there in the corner. And then these are the different apps I run. So up top, sim racing apps allows me to see, everything when I pit, how much fuel I use, how much fuel I need to get to the end, my tire wear, tire temps. And then on the screen here, basically it's tire saver and brake saver. Basically takes the feel, if you're spinning your tires, the feel that you get in the wheel. It's just a visual display of that. And then the same with the brake saver. Basically, if you're braking and sliding those front tires, that's what that indicates there. So it's a visual aid of that, on there. So I got that from Tom Hogue from Buster's Corner. You guys should check him out. He does a phenomenal job on these type of things. But yeah, IRFFB as well. So just a big shout out to everybody. Again, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Looking forward to putting some videos out there. I know for myself, I learned a lot from other YouTubers. They shared their knowledge, and looking to try and do the same. Try to give back to the community. Maybe find be able to help out new guys that are coming to iRacing, and curious about setup, things of that nature. So if you're new to the channel, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. If you are a subscriber, hit that thumbs up button, tell your friends about it, and join me on my streams. But yeah, once again, thank you everybody that has subscribed to the channel already, and we'll see you in the next video.